an anime that it's quite impeccable. It's called, forgive me for butchering this, Touhai Urarete Mahjong Touhai. This, okay, that's the last time I'm going to say that name before without embarrassing myself. I've heard of high stake poker, but I've never come across high stakes mahjong. Now, if you don't know the game, I assume, whole time I assumed it was a strictly Chinese game, but it's in this anime and it's crazy. Now, I've seen mahjong being played in movies and shows, but mostly it's usually played by the Chinese. Now, somehow they've incorporated into this Japanese great manga here. At first, I wanted to do some research on mahjong, find more about it, but I've decided against that. I decided to strictly talk about the anime, but I feel like I have to talk more about mahjong, and I don't really know much about mahjong. I just know this anime is insane. Now, I don't know how the Yakuza themselves, this is a Japanese gangsters basically, are involved in Mahjong per se, that they would stake Mahjong into this high level. Like they were gambling at enormous rates. Billion yen type of gambling, friend. Billion yen type of gambling. Now, this show follows this guy whose name is called K, Cold K, Ice K, and he's really in love with this game of mahjong. He starts off playing. I'm about to spoil the shit. He starts off playing. So far, I've only seen 6 episodes. From what I understand, there are 25 episodes. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, there are 25 and 6 have already come out. It's a new anime, so it's not a lot of people are talking about. I don't know why. It's not peak level, but it's subtle. It has its moments, and it's insane. It's got gangster vibes. Like, let me just spoil the first episode. The first episode, my man K goes into this underground type of mahjong playing, where he goes into this somewhat brothel. From first moment, I thought it was a brothel because he walks into a room, he sees some doped out women who seem to be drugged the fuck out, and then it proceeds to show young little girls, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And it gets even worse and worse and worse as the show proceeds. More grotesque things happen. Like the guys in that place are using these young girls to shoot underage porn. That's when it got me like, what the hell's going on here? And our main character K should be phased by this, but somehow it does nothing to him. He's not phased at all. A man gets shot during a game of mahjong, still not phased to the level I thought he should be phased. And then he proceeds to win the battle, to win the game of mahjong. I don't understand how the game works. I keep hearing them. They keep saying all these names. I don't know what half of it means. But as the show proceeds, I'm getting a glimpse of what that means and what that means, what that means. Anyway, he wins the game, and they owe him money. Basically, they don't have the amount of money that he's won. Basically, because basically the guy who owes him money is fucking dead. But it's an organization type of thing. And you know what happens? This guy, instead of taking his money in installments like that, no, 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 no. You know what he does? He says, "Give me this girl here." He takes this girl called Amina, who's some sort of slave girl, a sex slave. These guys have been smashing, and she looks underage for fuck's sakes. These guys have been smashing, shooting underage porn and all that. And bear in mind, while the game was continuing, this guy was in debt so much that he was losing. He was in the negatives of money, and these guys basically bet his body. They were talking about how they were gonna molest him, and rape him, have sex with him. They talk about taking turns with his privates. I don't know if this is bad for my channel by talking about this level of anime, but the anime is sick. It's insane. And like I said, the Yakuza are involved in this somehow. And the show is just, it gets weirder and weirder. People losing their toes, people get shot over a game of Mahjong, and then gang members and people who try to fight over territory instead of just going out with knives and guns like gangsters are supposed to do. They play a billionaire type of mahjong, where they take these young men and old guys who represent certain organizations, certain gangs in a way. And these poor bastards, some of them enjoy it because they play mahjong to the thrill of fun. And I'm a little disappointed that usually in movies and shows you see old people playing mahjong. You don't see young people play it. And I had assumed I would see an old lady at some point. But unbeknownst to me, it's a bunch of old, insane guys and a bunch of youthful guys. There are no grannies who are playing mahjong like you usually see in movies. But that's not the big deal. But this is high stake mahjong. You don't want your granny coming here and getting her toes cut and being told that she's in debt now. The Yakuza own her body and a bunch of guys gotta gang rape her or something. It's insane. This is an insane anime. I don't even know why I watched it. I was like, why would they make an anime about Mahjong? But then again, I remember several years ago, I thought an anime about sports was insane. But there have been some of the best animes out there with sports in them and all that, like Blue Lock. And I know I'm not doing reviews on Blue Lock because I just want to enjoy it. Sometimes you gotta enjoy a show without over analyzing every waking moment of it. And shows like that, I enjoy them. Not necessarily saying in shows that I'd be analyzing, I don't enjoy them. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. All I'm saying is watch this show. Now, my man is 15 years old. He owns a slave. I don't know whether he's sleeping with a slave or not, but he owns a slave basically in his home. The girl is a legal immigrant, and he sort of cuts a deal in order to get her legal papers with these yakuza or gangbanger type of dudes. And they want him to betray this yakuza who he's seen kill people in front of him, like bring a severed head to a table before the game. Fat. These people cut off this dude's foot. Fat. And they told him, go make us some money so you can get in this organization. And dude was literally bleeding on the floor. The reason why they called him Ice Cold or Cold K, this guy was bleeding on his foot. He didn't flinch. Jules chose to win a fucking game of Mahjong instead of getting his toe reconnected. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Anyway, go watch it, man. Go watch the show. It's amazing. That's it for me, man. Mm, Touhai Ura. I forgot even the name. I did say I don't even know how to pronounce that name. It just got Mahjong in it. Tora Ura Rete Mahjong Toha. I think that's it. Anyway, hit that like and sub button, hit the comment section, and tell me what you think about the show if you've seen it. It's insane.